Hey, what's up everybody? TechChucker here, and welcome to episode 30. Can you believe it? 30 episodes this year already of This Week in Dioramas Season 2. Now, if you aren't familiar with how this show operates, every week I go through Instagram looking for the coolest looking dioramas, and I showcase them right here on the show. So grab your coffee, your beverage of choice, whatever time of day it is that you're watching, sit back, relax, and let's get this show going. Hey kids, did you hear? We're doing another challenge on This Week in Dioramas, and this time you need to grab your camera. We need you to take some really awesome pictures of your dioramas and action figures in an ACBA style picture. Not sure what an ACBA style picture is? Well, essentially, it's just taking your action figures and creating a scene, a real scene with action and props and all sorts of different stuff, but make sure you're using your dioramas as well in those pictures. Take 1 to 2 great pictures or 1 to 2 really crappy pictures. It doesn't matter. It's all gonna be for fun. So take your best couple of pictures and maybe take a behind the scenes picture, post it up to Instagram and tag it with the hashtag TWIDDIOShots. Get that uploaded and posted by the end of August, and we'll do another live stream where I'll just go through all of the amazing pictures that you guys post up. Whether there's 1 or 100 or more posts, it doesn't matter. We'll just go through them all until it's done. It's gonna be a lot of fun, so make sure you get those pictures posted and uploaded to Instagram and tag them with the hashtag TWIDDIOShots by the end of August, and we're gonna have a lot of fun to see what all of you come up with. I almost forgot to mention, make sure you watch all the way till the end, where we'll have that slideshow of some of the other dioramas that I wasn't able to showcase this week. But before we get started with the actual showcase, we do need to reveal the winner of last week's fan vote, and the winner is the Thanos Throne Room Dio by the Shadow Gallery 718. Congratulations, you will now be entered into the Grand Championship vote coming at the end of the year. Make sure that you all stay tuned till the end of this episode, where you'll get another chance to vote for your favorite on the community tab on my channel. Alrighty, I hope you guys are ready. Strap in, get your drinks, because this is gonna be quite a blast. No edits, no cuts. We're just gonna go right straight through, starting off here with Euler's Workshop, and wow, this thing is amazing. This is a brownstone, New York State sort of brownstone, and I have to say, you did an absolutely phenomenal job. If you saw the thumbnail, I mean, this thing is so cool. Let's just check out a couple of these pictures. You did a great job with this shot. It's so cool to have the building in the background. Wow, I just love it. It's so good. Let's get back here, because look at the paintwork on here. So, many of you are familiar. I did my own brownstone several years ago, and I gotta admit, mine did not even come remotely close to this good. I mean, just look at the paintwork on here, the detail with the sculpt. I mean, this is just an absolutely spectacular piece. You should be so proud of how well you did on this piece. It's just, I mean, every little bit, the doorway around it, everything just looks spectacular. So awesome job on this really, really great piece. This one is coming from Mighty Matlock, and again, just another amazing piece. Now, they used the McFarlane action figure set for the Metallica figures, and let's see, so it says scratch build of the pit, all the amps, speakers, mic stand, lighting. Now, I understand that the actual stage is probably from the set, because I know I've got Wico over in, is it Holland? He's got the set as well, but you have added to it. You wired in some actual lights into the stage. Like you said, you customized each one of these little speakers, has your name on it. It's just an awesome looking piece, and you upgraded it, and it looks so good. I love the way that it turned out. So amazing job on this. This just goes to show that sometimes you don't have to build out an entire set or diorama. You can add to something that's already really cool and make it that much better. Just look how cool this is. That is amazing. So awesome job on a really, really great diorama. This one's coming from the Shadow Gallery 718. You've got Beavis and Butthead there. And what do we got? Welcome to Duff's Brooklyn, favorite bar full of great metal music, great bartenders, and great people. Did the diorama commemorate their 50th diorama? That is super cool. And this piece looks awesome. There's just so many cool little details. It's got that kind of urban club sort of feel to it, where you've got the little basement entry there. It's just super cool. And look at that. That is awesome. It is so cool. It just looks awesome with the sculpt work that you've got on here with the little it's like a cove or something, alcove. I don't know what that's called, but it looks great. You did a great job on this piece. It's super fun. I especially love the little orange accents that you've got here. It just really adds to it, breaks it up, makes it look so good. So great job on another really awesome looking diorama. This one's coming from 52420, Local Express Track and Red Bird Train. It's a work in progress. It's already looking pretty awesome. Lots of details, lots of sculpt work throughout this piece to add that texture and whatnot. And they're actually throwing in some real train tracks. Well, real for dioramas and whatnot, and it looks really good with the detail that you've got on there already. It's just turning out to be a really nice look for this diorama, so I hope that you will tag it when it is complete. As you said, it is a work in progress, so I can't wait to see it finished. This one is coming from Diorama. He's saying here is an update pictures of the Cadillac project. So the main project that he did is this Cadillac, and let me see if this might not have been the post that had the work in progress pics. Let's go into their profile. Here it is. I tagged the wrong one. So here's what it used to look like, and he tagged it up, repainted it to give it a better look, a more realistic look. What are we repainted? 1959 Cadillac from the Return of the Living Dead, and you just did a great job. Look at that. They breaking up the pieces so that you could paint it up, and then you actually got some of the tagging and whatnot on there to really make it look authentic, and you really did a great job on this piece. The weathering on the paint looks spectacular. So awesome job on just a really cool idea. I just love it when you guys do that. And then you add it with this diorama that I believe was made by C. Matthew 85. It's a complete package. It looks so good. This one's coming from Graves Dioramas, custom commission using foam and balsa wood. What I really like about this is the depth that it gives by having that little alleyway, and you finished off the front of these buildings. It gives so many options for different pictures that you can take with this thing. Look at the angles that you can get there. It is awesome, and I'm sure, my guess is, let's go through some more of these pictures. Brickwork looks great. Paintwork looks very, very nice. What is this? You've made an interior as well? I did not scroll through all these pictures. Awesome. I wonder which must be... Go through this door and you get inside. What I would love to know, are these walls magnetized so that you can move them around to whatever way that you want? So let's say you wanted to take a picture straight on, you could pull this wall off. Would love to know that, so let us know in the comments below, or if you have more pictures, as always, post it up, tag it with the hashtag #Thisweekindioramas, and that way then we can all see. This one's coming from Macabre Customs. I said that wrong. Okay, time to take a drink. Okay, this is from, let's try this again, Macabre Custom Builds. I will never get this right. It's an Alien 3 Fury 131, built to display NECA's entire Alien 3 line. So this thing must be fairly good sized to be able to fit all of them in there. I mean, I don't remember how big the line is, but these figures, I mean, they're not small. So this thing looks amazing. I love the lighting that you've got in here. There's so many details with all of the pipes and the brickwork and all of that. It just looks stunning. And then you framed it in perfectly. You threw in the Alien 3. It looks like a cutout from one of the packages that you probably got from getting one of these action figures, and it just looks so good. You really did a great job. You've nailed the atmosphere of the movie, that is for sure. It's just, wow, what a great looking diorama. You really did a nice job. It is up for sale. You can see the price there. Hit them up if this is something that you are interested in, because this thing looks really good. I'm guessing, yeah, figures not included. I can't imagine that they would have. So awesome job. This one's coming from Ricky's Creative Corner. It's a spacecraft engine room or a spaceship engine room, and this thing is chock full of details. It is super cool, very good size. You've got lots of room to be able to put lots of different figures in there. If I can, I think that might be some Predators. Is that some Predators? Okay, so here's a work in progress. Look at that. All the little pipes and whatnot, everything's got to get painted. You painted it so nicely. Look at that. That is awesome. I love the little collage that you did to be able to, you know, show us some more pictures all in one, which is awesome. And just look at that final product. That looks amazing. You really nailed it. Look at all the detail on the floor there. Amazing work. Absolutely love it. This one's coming from Star Marvel 76. Stan the Man Lee diorama complete. I said that weird and I don't care. We're gonna have another drink. Okay. So shout out to El Chambo. Go check out El Chambo's YouTube channel. You know what? In the comments below, let's I didn't think this through. You can't post links in the comments. How are we going to do that? How about on Instagram? I'm going to have a post, or probably already do have a post. Post your link in the comments on the Instagram post if you happen to have a YouTube channel. That way then everybody can know, especially if you guys are doing like tutorials and whatnot, post them up. I bring it up because El Chambo has their own YouTube channel and they are shouting them out. Star Marvel 76 is shouting them out. They inspired them to go with a circular base, and that was a great idea. It looks awesome. It's very compact, but you can fit a lot into a very small space, and you did a great job with this. I love the little Excelsior on here with the little Stan Lee signature. Great way to be able to display this. You've got the shield propped up right front and center, which is exactly what Hasbro, I think, was intending. You just did a great job. There's some nice battle damage on the bricks. It's so good. I love the moss. Everything looks awesome. You did a great job on this piece. It's small, so if anybody's interested, all it takes is a few scrap pieces of foam and you could make something very similar to this. So kudos to you for a great idea. This one is coming from Fryer. Okay, so what started as a simple brick building on the street to display their NECA TMNT stuff, which, by the way, as of right now, the 1990 movie, Casey Jones RAF 2-pack and the Super Shredder are up on NECA online store right now to pre-order. $14.95 flat shipping, at least in the US. I'm not sure what international is, so if you have not gotten them yet, I finally broke down and ordered them from there because I don't think I'm going to find them anywhere. Back to the Dio. So they turned this into something different. They've got some Grateful Dead stuff in the corner, etc., etc. I just love all of the details that you've got on here. It's a super fun looking Dio. You've got great details. I love the mortar. You did a great job, very clean with the mortar. And again, like I said, there's so many cool details. You got a little glass display piece here. It's the House of Wax records and is that records and tapes? I think that's what it says. And I also really like the detail that you put up at the top, the cap, to just finish it off, so that you know, that's one of the things that I always have a problem with is, well, what do I do with this ugly top portion of my dio? Something like this is a great idea. So if you're ever wondering, what do I do with the top of my dio? Look at some pictures of some actual buildings. What does the top of the building look like? Some of them just go straight up to bricks and that's it. A lot of them have caps like this with little accent pieces, so check that out. It's a great way to add a little bit more depth, contrast, and structure to your dioramas. You did a great job. I love the little rack here behind the window. It's just so many details. Yeah, it's great. I absolutely love it. All of these little pieces here are just what make a diorama look so good and steps it up. So awesome job. This one's coming from South Hams Remodel Railway. Boy, I almost derailed when I was trying to say that name. So what do we got? Putting down the first layer of Woodland Scenic's realistic water. Check that out. So this is the first. This looks yucky, and that's a good thing. I'm always impressed with those of you that can make these absolutely so realistic looking dioramas like this, and the process, it's so cool. I've just never gotten around to doing the actual water. Every time I mean to go to my Hobby Lobby or whatever, they are out of it, and I just don't feel like ordering it on Amazon for whatever reason, so I never do it. But this is super cool. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's done. Make sure you tag it so that we can see the finished product, because it's already looking very, very good. Next up, coming from My Kids Hate My Toys. That's so sad, but it's a funny name. Anyway, this thing looks amazing. I love the brickwork that you've got on here. Lots of work to get all of these individual bricks painted up and whatnot. I've seen different techniques for being able to quickly get those individual bricks painted up. Maybe one day I'll actually try it out, see how it works, and then do a tutorial myself. But you are considering, or you were going to put snow and ice for a winter scene, but after hand painting all those individual bricks in the rubble, you couldn't bring yourself to cover it. I will say, if you can figure out, and they're asking, so in the comments, or more importantly, go to their Instagram and give them some ideas on how to do snow. If you add snow to this, it is really going to make this thing pop. And not to say that this thing isn't popping already, but if you could throw a little bit of snow in there, that would be amazing. And if there's a way that you can do snow, but have it temporary, that you could tap it all off and get rid of it so that you could change the scenery, I mean, that would be even better. So if anybody has any tips for My Kids Hate My Toys on how to do a good snow effect, let them know, because I think some snow on this would really be a cool effect. I really love that rebar that you've got poking out of there. That looks awesome. So great job. Next, coming from Ramwell1014, latest commission build, alley loading dock, Roman, where did I see an R? I don't know, 32 by 10 by 11 inches in diameter, dimension, something. You really nailed this piece. There's so many great details. Again, I say this a lot. I love when you guys do different types of bricks from one wall to the next. You've got the cinder blocks here. The paintwork on there is stunning. You did a great job, not only with the graffiti, which is superb, but also the block looks so good. Let's go through some of these, because yeah, look at that. It really looks like real cinder blocks. You did a great job, and I love all the details that you've got throughout here. I mean, this is just a great looking piece. You've got nice props throughout to add that realism to it, add the depth, all of that. You just really did a nice job on this piece, so great job. Next, coming from Wholesome Toy Family, I really like this piece. It's a Super Gladiator Arena Fighting Pit. I said that almost perfectly. And this thing is super cool. You got a little throne up at the top, lots of nice color variation on the stone here. It just looks so good. I love what you've got here, the sculpting, everything on here. And I don't think it's a super huge piece. I'm not sure. It looks like it's fairly modular, so you can pull all of these pieces off, kind of move things around. You got nice little tapestry sort of things with battle damage, wear and tear and whatnot on there, which is awesome. It looks really nice. And then this little cage here, also the metal looks great. You just did a nice job on this piece. And let's see. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's definitely scaled for 6-inch figures. Look at all of them that you've got in there. It's by no means is this a huge piece, I don't think, but it looks really good, and there's lots of room to put different figures in here. So great job on a really versatile piece. This one's coming from Bill Huffman 1. It's a World War I British bunker diorama, 1/35th scale. So pretty small, on the small side, but look at all of the detail throughout here. The wood actually looks like wood. Everything has its place. It looks so good. And once we get through to some more of the pictures, wow. I gotta take a drink first though. Remember, no cuts. No cuts. Look at this. They got like a little chicken coop. Or no, this isn't a chicken coop. Those are like pigeons, I bet. Yep, pigeons. Hashtag pigeons. Look at this. You got the old style tank up top. Remember Indiana Jones? What was it? It was it Temple of Doom that they had this tank in there? Look at all of the detail on this piece. It is amazing. I mean, the paintwork alone is absolutely stunning on this piece. I mean, there's so many details, and remember, this is 1/35th scale. It's pretty small, and look at how real that wood looks. I mean, it could actually be real wood for all I know, and you just weathered it. Wow, this is absolutely amazing, and I love how you've got the underneath portion, and then you've got all of this. Oh, wow, this is it's just oozing with talent. I absolutely love it, so great job. This one is coming from Figures and Photography. It's a 1/12th scale Shinto Zen garden. It is complete. Let me see, is it sold? My guess is, okay, hit them up if this is something you're interested in. It looks awesome. I love I don't want to say simplicity of it, the compactness of it. I don't know how to put it, but I love the way that this turned out. I love the little path of stepping stones through the middle. It just looks so cool. The little dab of green along the outer edges really adds to the color contrast. You did a great job with these stones. Look at the little paint variations on these stones. You know, a lot of us will just throw a little bit of gray and a little bit of lighter gray and we'll call it good. And it usually looks pretty good. But then you've added in some little bits of brown, a little bit of lighter brown. I've seen people throw little bits of green, and yellows and oranges and whatnot to really make these stones look awesome, and you did a great job with it. So awesome job on this really cool looking piece. Hit them up if this is something that you're interested in. Not sure if it's sold or even for sale, but you know, everybody has their price, right? Everybody does. This one's coming from Styrosmith Dio Arts. And what are we calling this? Victory, Forgotten Realms Part 1. And then we go into another language that I don't know. This thing is amazing. Now, I'm going to say the pictures are a little more photographic than they are in like focusing on the diorama, but I don't care for this. It's super cool. I really dig it. You can see the details on the diorama back behind here. Is this this almost looks like a Play Arts Kai figure. Let me see. Are we gonna see any of that anywhere? Not. Yep, there it is. Play Arts Kai. Nailed it. Okay, so I don't know if this is a custom figure or if you if this is just the way that it comes. it looks amazing, so great job. I know Play Arts Kai does some pretty nice paint jobs sometimes, but this thing looks awesome. I love the diorama in the background. There's so many cool little details throughout. You got a little chest full of gems. It's just awesome. I love it. So great job as always. They do some amazing work, and so if you're not already following Styrosmith Dio Arts, you should be doing that. Next up, coming from Andrew Brownie with 3 E's. Funny story, maybe not funny. I used to work, we'll call it at a financial institution, and I got a birthday card from my boss's boss, and they spelled my name not with 1 T, not with 2 T's, but with 3 T's. Yes, 3 T's. I've never once seen anybody spell Matt with 3 T's. So anyway, I felt very, very appreciated. This thing looks amazing. You really did a nice job on this piece. I love all the details. It's obviously a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles piece, a little sewer dio. I really like it. I like this little printout where you can kind of see it's giving the effect of going further down the hall, or the tunnel. It's a nice, I can't speak. It's going to be a great display piece that you can put up on your shelf or take some pictures with. So very, very nice job. I like the water here, especially the fact that you can see the edge of the water here. That's a nice touch. I don't know. I kind of like that. I like that it's not solid there. So great job. This one's coming from 2 Women and a Cat. Still thump. I don't know. It doesn't give me all of that. Oh, there it is. Etsy shop. Pfft, wow. I was thinking it was going into some other language, and it's just Etsy shop. Ha, idiot. Okay. Just finished first diorama. It's meant to look like a condemned building. It's 1/12 scale, up for sale, so hit them up if this is something that you're interested in. I have to say, for a first diorama, let's not even say for a first diorama, this is a really nice diorama. And then the fact that it is your first, wow, you really did a great job. It looks to be very it looks to be scaled very, very well. We're not cutting out that little burp. I apologize. It's scaled well. It's painted very nicely. Obviously, you've got some art skills that you're doing other things with, and you were able to transfer those artistic skills over to this. Because I have to say, my first diorama did not look this nice. I didn't have the patience to do this big of a diorama. You did the interior and the exterior. It looks great. Look at the little wainscoting or whatever that's called along the bottom edge. The windows look nice. You've broken some out. I would almost say a little more damage to make it look even more run down, and all it would take is like a couple of boards across a window here and there, maybe one here and one here. That would sell it even more that it is a abandoned building, because I like the fact that the windows are broken. Just a couple of boards would go even longer to go even longer. I don't know what that meant. But aside from that, even without it, this thing looks amazing. I hope somebody hits you up very, very soon to be able to buy this thing. I hope they offer you a lot of money, because it is a very, very nice looking diorama. This one's coming from EMT Dioramas out of Germany, and it's a back alley diorama completed. I love it when we do these little alleyways where you've got 2 buildings together with a little street. It's super cool. It's just a lot of work, and I really like this thing. There's so many different colors. You've got the regular brick here with the little corner accent, whatever. You've got the catwalk sort of thing there. It's not a catwalk, is it? It's a fire escape. And then you've got a completely different style of building over here, which is awesome. I really dig that. I love that you've got the little water pipe going down. Boy, words just aren't my friend today. And look at this, we got little bolts. Look at that, nice weathering along there. You've really done a great job. And look at that, you've got some damage, kind of cartoony damage right there, which is really nice. Get just the right lighting though, and it doesn't have to be for cartoon sort of pictures. That chain link fence on the back looks awesome, especially with the weathering. You just did a great job on this piece. It looks so good. So yeah, you really nailed it. And last but not least, coming from MT Dio Art, first floor is almost, this is a work in progress, I believe. The first floor almost ready, I think at the moment. It's for Super 7 Masters of the Universe. And I believe this is part of the diorama that we showed a while back where it was like almost like 4 to 5 feet tall. And this is the base of it. And look at all of the detail work on here. That door looks awesome. I love the little like moss-like stuff that you've got on this top step platform. Just look at all the details. I mean, this has got to take forever to get all of this done. Look at that. You've got like the cast iron sort of bars, a little arm, another little like femur in the resin there. I mean, there's just so many details on this piece. I cannot wait for when this is going to be done. So make sure, please, keep posting and tagging it with the hashtag so we can keep seeing some updates. Because like I said, this thing is going to be a massive diorama for some Masters of the Universe figures. And I cannot wait to see when this thing is done. Alrighty, there you have it, folks. It was another great week of amazing dioramas, but we aren't quite done yet. We need to reveal my top 5, and you'll get your chance to vote for your favorite on the community tab on my channel. And my top 5 are the Brownstone Dio by Oiler's Workshop, the House of Wax Dio by Fry R, the World War I British Bunker by Bill Huffman 1, the Spaceship Engine Room Dio by Ricky's Creative Corner, and the Metallica Stage Dio by Mighty Matlock. Again, go to the community tab on my channel after you're done watching the show and vote for your favorite, and I will reveal the winner next week. Alrighty, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and the bell notification if you haven't already. And make sure you share this out with as many people as you can who you think might be interested in some pretty amazing dioramas. And I will see you next week.